Lord have mercy. All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We are back live. I want to give a special shout out to the producers. We were checking the numbers. We are really close to 30,000 subscribers. So we want to thank all the new subscribers that came along and subscribed to our show. So we definitely want to say thank you to those new subscribers for coming through. But we do have some sad news to report to you really quickly. We want to open up for Miss Juicy Baby. And we want to read this. Of course, I saw this on the Neighborhood Talk, and also B. Scott's reporting on here, and it's read prayers up for Miss Juicy Baby. According to the Neighborhood Talk, the little woman Atlanta star has been hospitalized after suffering either a heart attack or a stroke. The report also says she's currently in a coma. There aren't any additional details available at this time. We pray that Ms. Juicy Baby pull through with a full recovery. This is the developing story, and we're working to gather more information. Check back for updates. And of course, that is what the Neighborhood Talk has been reporting. Of course, let me check TMZ. I haven't seen TMZ report on it as well, and they are definitely a credible source. Give me a second here. She said about that either stroke or a heart attack. I'm just double checking TMZ. They have not reported on it at all. So I guess they had some first knowledge of people in there, and we're definitely going to keep you all updated on this matter. We're sending our prayers for her. Y'all do know Miss Juicy Baby is a Little Women's Atlanta star, and she is definitely real funny. And she was also working with the Ricky Smiley Show. She was working with the Ricky Smiley Show at one point. So we are definitely going to keep you all updated with that. I'm just seeing what if any other updates. I'm checking Twitter right now, you guys, to see if we got any updates of that. We got prayers for Miss Juicy Baby. Okay. I'm just saying right here. I'm just checking Twitter. That man should be in a coma. That's my girl. Better not be true. They said Miss Juicy Baby better be okay. The street said Miss Juicy is in a coma. I hope that's not true. God, please don't take Miss Juicy Baby. That's a Dallas legend. Miss Juicy Baby. Oh, this is not her. Okay. So people are definitely saying something about it. Okay, we definitely going to keep y'all updated on that. So I'm just having people check, and I'm just texting folks and see if they got any updated information. Of course, people are reposting the B Scott. They're reposting that, and they're reposting the Neighborhood Talk. They're reposting that. So we definitely are praying for Miss Juicy Baby. This is sad. First, Miss Minnie. This is really sad. We definitely praying because we don't know the circumstances. And like I said, the Neighborhood Talk is very credible. They do not post fake news. So I hope and pray that she have a full recovery. We will keep you all updated on that. Let me read some of y'all cards. She literally was just promoting an event for heart awareness and possibly having a heart ache in the midst of that. Lord, yeah. So let me go and check out her. Let me go and check out her page. Do y'all know what's her page? Is it Miss Juicy Baby? Oh, it's Miss Juicy RMS. Let me see. Yeah, you're right. She definitely said May 15, 2022. right around the corner. Get your tickets before it's late. You want to be in a house amazing event. Yeah, she was definitely talking about promoting healthy hearts. She definitely was talking about promoting that, as you can see. So that's what she was talking about promoting. And as she so this is definitely sad that we are that this is going on. So we definitely would keep y'all updated on that. This is really sad that I have to bring you all that news. So we're gonna go to our other story here. Give me a second. I know when y'all come in the room, make sure y'all just like the button and watch us. I also want to say this. Mm, Erica Banks, she have a new body. I mean, it is beautiful. And of course, I was getting tagged in it, and I was getting tagged all on social media saying Wiley is the reason that Erica Banks got a new body. Wiley is the reason that she had to do this. And I'm like, that may be true because I was very critical because she was flat chested. And she really didn't have no body. And I know in order to be successful in this rap game, you must have a body. That's one thing that Nicki Minaj have. She got body, yada yada. So I said you must have a body and you must be presentable. You must have that body. And so I was putting it out there in the atmosphere, and people were coming at me saying, "Oh, Wiley, you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't have this pressure, but you can't be successful in this music industry as a rapper and you flat chested. You can't be successful in this business, not in today's sense, and don't have a rump shaker. You got to have that rump shaker so you can shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay." And so she definitely got it. We was saying that on our platform that she need that, and then maybe and hopefully it take her career to the next level. People forget that Nicki Minaj had work done to her body. She had got a new rump shaker. At one point, she was flat back there, and she got all that surgery back there. Good, good, good. And so with Corey LeRae, she's too little. She's too small. She need a rump shaker. She needs something to bounce it up. So she's too small, in my humble opinion. And many people ain't gonna agree because they feel as though that Corey LeRae is talented, but we need something to look at. Don't nobody want to be looking at a stick. We want you to be, when you get out there and you bounce it, we want to see it bounce. We don't just want you to just a wobble stick. No, she definitely needs to be going to a surgeon as well and get some stuff done to her body, get some silicone or some concrete, whatever they call it, and get it in the body. And I know many of y'all don't agree with me in the chat, and I'm going to ask y'all, press 1 if you agree with Brother Wiley. Press 1 if you agree with Brother Wiley that you should get the work done. Press 2, you do not agree with Brother Wiley. Press 1, you agree with Brother Wiley. Press 2, you do not agree with Brother Wiley. Press 1, you agree. Press 2, you do not agree. Oh man, it's a lot of twos in the chat. It's a lot of twos in the chat. It's a lot of twos in the chat. I want my woman, I want something to hold on to. When I get a woman, I want it to be something to hold on to, something that I can cuddle with at night. I can't do that if all you got is bones. I want something I can grab on to and hold on to and squeeze. But I can't do that if you is a stick. I gotta have something that I can hold, something solid and fluffy. In my humble opinion. But I'm happy that Erica Banks got work done. Now hit the studio, give us some better tracks, work with some different producers that will challenge you vocally because you do have the talent. You can rap, but you must get better material in your music. Better material. All right. I'm just saying it humbly. Better material. Let me see what they're saying here. All right. We can't be main squared away and nice to Lizzo. We already know Lizzo needs to lose a couple of pounds. I've said that to her. I sent her a text, not a text. I think I sent her a DM to hit the gym. I remember I told her that. All right, and I say it humbly. Okay, I say it humbly. All right, here we go. We're gonna go to our um, last topic here. Let's bring up Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. These two, when I tell you, I'm like so tired of talking about. But today, host Malago Grams decided to go against a civil rights icon, Tamika Mallory, and went against Tamika Mallory is a civil rights icon. She be out marching. She have families of against against police violence and all of that. And she decided to go on Tamika Mallory's platform. And of course, Malago Grams was very angry and bitter. So she went up there very nasty. It wasn't her platform. Tamika Mallory had about 10,000 people watching. And Malago Grams went up there talking about how Tory Lanez didn't do it. Tory Lanez is innocent. It wasn't no fragments in her foot. The surgeon lied. And she just said all this stuff. And I'm like, look at this woman. She says she educated, but she sounds like she have a GED. And I'm like, why in the world she's coming at and defending Tory Lanez so much? Tory Lanez haven't gave her a podcast. He haven't gave her no ping or nothing. He haven't came on her show. But yet she is defending Tory Lanez all on these platforms and saying all this stuff. Like, what in the world is going on with her in this Tory Lanez piece? And so Tamika Mallory was being very nice, very cordial, and really being professional and say, hey, the surgeon took out some fragments out of her foot. And also, you have to look that Tory Lanez came out and say Chelsea didn't pop her. Then you have to also look into the investigation that the prosecutors are having a good case, a very strong case. And most stuff that we probably would never know until the trial happened. They're not going to take you to trial with no evidence. They got evidence. They're going to have evidence, especially in a high profile case like this. And so I was seeing Malago Grams. She was very angry and she was very, very upset that to me, civil rights icon like Tamika Mallory was really saying that let's look into the facts. Let's not look into making assumptions. Let's look into these facts. And my radio was very mad. She was getting angry. She was trying to cuss. She wasn't calm. She was over talking Tamika Mallory. And I'm like, look at her overtalk this civil rights icon, somebody that is marching for Black lives, somebody that's out there defending people, knocking on doors, get people to vote, doing all of this thing. And you see this Malago Grams don't do anything for Black empowerment. Don't knock on any doors to help people go out and vote. She's not helping victims of violence act. She's not doing that. She's not on the front lines marching and protesting. She's not doing any of that. Only thing she does, she get on her platform, she scream, and she'll cuss you out if you disagree with her, and then she requests that you send her $20. She the one that decide not to be monetized on YouTube, and she begs and begs her people. Nothing wrong with that if you want to beg your people, but she beg her people like, send me super chats, send me money for breakfast, send me money for lemon pepper flats. So she just continued to beg her people for lemon pepper flats. She begs her people for donations, and even if a person disagree with her, if they disagree with Malago Grams, she would literally cuss you out, do not even refund you back your $20. I'm not understanding that. And that's one thing that Tamika Mallory have given out thousands of dollars to families that was going through it. And I'm like, why is Malago Grams is defending Tory Lanez so much? And then I said, I have to remember Tory Lanez got in her ear and said, listen, we're going to give you a podcast. We're going to bring you on a podcast. This is what we're going to do. And she never got on the podcast. The podcast never came out. If you remember, it was supposed to be Malago Grams and it was supposed to be DJ Academics and it was supposed to be Tory Lanez. It was supposed to do this podcast. The podcast never happened, and you definitely see her coming out and defending him because she won a podcast. And I wanted to hear from what the people have to say about this. I want to know what the people have to say because when I was watching Tamika Mallory and Mob Radio just attack her and try to call her a liar, I said, you're not listening to what Tamika Mallory is saying, that Megan Thee Stallion was popped by Tory Lanez, and that's just the truth. And we have put it out there, and he's guilty. But this is the same woman, and I was like, oh my God, Tamika Mallory, you need to ask her. She defended Kaylin Walker. She said that Kaylin Walker was innocent. Kaylin Walker didn't do that, and Kaylin Walker is guilty of all the charges. And she came out and said that Kaylin Walker was innocent. I always told you that she is an apologist for our words. She is an apologist for men that does violence towards women. She is one of those pick-me women that will be on the man's side. Because in her mind, men can't do anything wrong. And I hope her husband not knocking her over her head. Because she defends men that knock women over the side of the head, that abuse women, that assault women. She defends them. And she apologized for them. She will go on different platforms and let you have it. Why did she do this? I can't speak on that. That's something that you have asked her, but you can't ask her because she's going to block you. You're going to go over there and you're going to be blocked. If you try to say anything to her, you're going to get blocked. And it's just what it is. You can't go over there and be nice because she's going to go and she's going to block you. That's exactly what she's going to do. And I'm the only platform that speak truth to power. And we know Tory Lanez is guilty. He needs to be locked up. And if I was a judge, when he broke the protective order, the first one and the second one, I would have made sure he stayed in jail until the end of trial. If I was the judge, he should not be allowed to be walking free. This man hurt Megan Thee Stallion. I'm on the side of Team Black women, protect Black women, and I'm with my sister, and I know my sister was violated by this little man right here, Tory Lanez, and I believe that. And as a Black man, I am standing on the side of my sister, Megan Thee Stallion. I am defending her as a man because I feel like as Malago Grams, as a woman, why are you defending Tory Lanez? Just be honest and say that you want a podcast. You want to sleep with Tory Lanez. That's exactly what is going to happen. All right? That's exactly what's going to happen. And I already told her husband, I said, listen, you when she do that podcast, you know he gonna screw her from the back, the front and back. He gonna screw her because she's kind of a big woman. She's a big woman. She eat a lot of lemon pepper flats. And that's gonna be the end of your marriage. So you better look at that and get that together because he gonna why and she gonna leave with you and that's gonna be the end of your relationship. I know you breaking out them boxes from Tyler, but that's exactly what's gonna happen. I'm saying allegedly, that's exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna come in and the husband gonna catch that little man on eating a box. And it's gonna be the end of the relationship. All right. That's just my personal opinion. All right. All right. He gonna be eating her box. Husband gonna break into the room, and that's gonna be the end of the relationship. And then the husband gonna come on the Wiley Show, have to do an interview, and we're gonna have to sit down and do it. And I'm just giving my honest opinion, whether you want to believe it or not. I'm just giving my honest opinion when it comes to that. Okay. All right, so give me a second here. I'm gonna open up the phone lines if anybody want to call in and speak. I know it's late. I'm not gonna do a long, lengthy show because it's really late in the hour. These are the two topics that I definitely want to talk about. And if I get an update on Miss Juicy, baby, I would definitely send you. I would definitely go live and give y'all an update. But as of right now, TMZ have not reported on it. Only person that reported on it was the neighborhood talk. So hopefully this ain't no fake news. You know what I'm saying? Because they have not have no official statement from the family. So once I get more information, I would bring it to you. So I'm opening up the phone lines for you all if y'all want to call in. Who do you think? Do you believe Megan? Do you believe Tory Lanez? Do you think Milagro Grams was right to go against a civil rights icon like Tamika Mallory? Let me know in the chat. Give me a second here. All right. So what happened to Miss Juicy? She had a stroke, and according to the reports, they're saying that she is in a coma.
Your show
That she
now,
had
press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
that she had a stroke or a
Your
heart
show is
attack.
scheduled to start in 32 seconds.
So if y'all just coming in, it was reports that Miss Juicy Baby had a stroke or heart attack. The neighborhood talk is reporting this exclusively, and that she is in a coma. So if you all can definitely pray for her, that is what we're saying that is going on. If you all can pray,
Your show will go
for
live
her.
in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. So we do
Blog Talk Radio.
we do have the phone lines open up. I know it's late. I worked a full shift today, and I said, hey, I'm gonna go live and give y'all a short video. This originally was supposed to be a pre-recorded video, but I decided to do I decided to do a longer. I decided just to talk to y'all, but usually I would have did like a pre-recorded video because I try not to go live too late because I know most of y'all are just sleeping or y'all up. So the number is 646-716-8447. Hopefully the phone lines is working. I believe Megan, but I know she slept with Tory, and that's what this fight was about. I can believe she slept with Tory. Most definitely. I definitely believe that she slept with Tory. I believe that. I believe she slept with Tory. That's what I do believe. I believe it was an argument. And yes, I do believe that Tory Lanez popped her in a pinky. I do believe that. I do believe in her foot. I do believe that she was victimized by Tory Lanez. I don't believe that Megan would lie on Tory Lanez. It was a text message. Let me see if I can bring them back up on here. It was a text message between Tory that was sent that Kelsey sent to Megan Thee Stallion security and said Tory shot Meg. So I'm just giving y'all my updates about it, whether y'all want to believe it or not. That's exactly what happened. And we are, once more details come out, we will be the first person to talk about it. All right. Give me a second here. Anonymous, you live on air. Hello. I don't know if you can I hear me? I don't know. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, so I haven't called in a while. I just want to say I never heard of Tamika until you brought it up now, and I missed the live. But I want to say I would never go against a black woman that's there for the people, that's trying to make us feel good. Tamika Mallory, was she nasty to Milagro Graham?
No, she wasn't nasty at all. She just was believing that Megan Thee Stallion was violated. And, Milagro Graham, she's on this whole press. This lady is literally on a press tour trying to persuade the opinion of the public that Tory Lanez is innocent and that he's the victim here and that Megan Thee Stallion is not a victim. That's what she's on this whole press tour, but she was the same woman that said Kaylin Walker was innocent. And you know how that turned out.
Yeah. But I do want to say this. This is a big case, and we the people are investigating as well. I mean, I like Millie, but Millie do have points. For example, why did Megan go on that talk show for an interview? For one, she did look crazy. She looked stupid. And then it has to be a reasonable doubt. So if I was on that jury, and then she said she never had sexual intercourse with Tory, but the way that she paused,
oh yeah, we knew.
Asked the question,
that
and gave an
yeah.
answer.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm on a jury. I'm watching that. I'm finding Tory innocent just because of that.
But I wouldn't really be concerned
No,
about that because the
if
main thing is concerned.
No, you have to. You have to, Wally.
The thing about it is he was arrested for a
You lying
gun.
about that? You're lying about other stuff as well.
He was
You get what I'm
arrested for a
saying?
gun.
So why lie?
I do believe Kelsey, and I do believe she's going to be testifying on Megan Thee Stallion's behalf. I do believe that a text message was sent that Kelsey sent a text message to the security guard and said, "Hey, Tory Lanez popped Megan." So we have to look into all of that, and then also it's bullet fragments that's still in her foot that doctors could not.
But she has the nerves to be twerking.
Could not remove,
but she can twerk.
Hey, whatever how her body operates, but we have to look at these details. I don't think the police or the state's attorney's office
X-ray?
would
Where's
bring
the X-ray. Is the X-ray?
I don't think we would see all of it. Like that's medical stuff. We won't look at that until like trial. I don't think nobody have access to her medical records, and the doctor will not release that. That will all be used for trial. Now, Tory Lanez.
We don't want any doctor medical records. We want the actual medical records.
That's what I'm saying. No, we won't get that until like trial. You won't see any of that until when the trial happens.
We don't want any doctor medical records.
No, you're gonna get the real. You're gonna get the real doctor, and the prosecutors will not take this case if it was no evidence. I don't think a high profile case like this that they would take this case and just charge him with something and lose. I don't think they would do that. I think that they have evidence and things that we not probably privy to that will come out during trial. And so we definitely will see. I'm glad that Kelsey is not speaking on it. I can understand why Megan is speaking on it because she's tired of people, Tory Lanez using bloggers like Malagograms and like DJ Academics putting out these false information or fake news about the situation. So Megan is probably saying, "Hey, I want to go out and defend my name because people are really looking at me sideways and saying that I'm making this all up when I was victimized." And I can agree when she said when the police came or why she said that she stepped on glass because that was during the height of George Floyd. That was during the height of those protests. If you can go back to that time, that was during the hype of all that. So I can understand why she said it was glass instead of that Tory Lanez did it because she didn't want the police to take any of them out. So that was on her part thinking about her friends, about her people.
In the hospital.
You're
not surrounded with multiple cops.
I can't speak on that, but of course, all that will come up during trial. Like what was she treated for? Those medical documents will all be seen up in trial. I do believe that Tory Lanez will go down for this, almost definitely. I just feel it in my bones. It's just something about that he will go down for this. Even Jonathan came out. Y'all know Jonathan, the hairstylist of Megan, said that he was reaching out.
No longer friends.
Right. Yes. But she said, but he said that Tory Lanez were reaching out to people trying to silence them and try to offer money. And that's damaging too, if it's like a text message, if that come up, because that's witness tampering. You can't do that. You can't once a crime committed and say, oh man. And then also if we didn't see this text message, but Tory Lanez apologized to Megan. So if he sent a text message to Megan, apologize, say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, that can be damaging as well. So it's a lot of stuff we not privy to until like they go to trial. Because like at one point they were saying Tory Lanez didn't have no fingerprints. It was nothing like that. And then that was all a lie because that's what DJ Academics was putting out on his platform. And before any other outlets put it out, he was putting out some lies about this whole case. So of course we're going to see how this play out. Do you believe he's going to be guilty, or you going to think he's going to have a guilty verdict or a not guilty verdict?
Hashtag not guilty.
You want to do a not guilty? I'm going for a guilty verdict, and of course we're going to have y'all.
But we will see. We will see because this is a high profile case.
This is another high profile case. We definitely will see. Thank.
But before I get off of here, can I do a sidebar real quick off topic?
Okay.
We do have a lot of paid people, paid and bought for, okay? For example, where was Omar Wiggins? He's so close to Cardi B. Why was he not on her music video set? Where was he?
I can't speak on that.
He didn't get an invite to the set. By the way, she's doing a video with Little Dirk, and now I gotta go.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. 0235, you live on air. I'm gonna try to get through all y'all callers because it's a lot of y'all. 0235.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Yeah, I can hear you. Listen, before we get into the topics, I just got to say this for a second. Stop flip-flopping on the queen, Wiley. Like, pick a side already. This is ridiculous. We all know the industry want all these female rappers to look like Nicki, and yet you say that Cardi is more marketable and has more influence than Nicki. I can guarantee you that they're going to make Erica Banks look like Nicki. Just look at Cardi's new face. It looks exactly like Nicki's. Like, come on now. But anyways, I got to send my prayers to Miss Juicy. I hope she makes it out of the coma. I mean, we just lost Minnie, and now there's a chance we'll lose her as well. Like, that's crazy. It's just not sitting right with me. Listen, I'm not a fan of Miss Juicy, but she is an icon, period.
Absolutely.
And listen, Megan and Tory, I really think that Megan is hiding something. I just don't understand why she's trying to act like she wasn't intimate with Tory. It's obvious that they were in a relationship. If she's not willing to tell the truth about that, then what else is she lying about? And for the people that say it doesn't matter, yes, it does, because there was obviously an argument that took place before the shooting. We need to know what that argument was about, and we need to know if it was about the relationship. Every piece of information is important, especially if Tory and Megan aren't telling what really happened. But I got to ask you and the chat a question for a second. If you knew that someone shot you and you were afraid for your life, would you get back in the car with the shooter?
No.
That's all I got to say. Bye.
I won't ever, but if you hurt and you need to sit down, you go sit down wherever you can sit down at. Thank you so very much. Okay. We'll go to the next caller here. 3476. You can sit down at.
Yes, Wiley.
Hey.
How you doing?
All right.
Yes, I was the one who made a comment in the section about I believe Megan, but I also believe that she slept with Tory. Now I just want to speak on that situation, but prayers up to the one who's in pain right now. But continuing on with the subject, I think that Megan protected Tory because at first she didn't tell the truth because I think it was like a black thing, like she didn't want to see her brother go down in jail. But the more she got bashed on the media, the more like she basically came out and had her feelings hurt or whatever. But that's why I think that she didn't immediately speak up. But I absolutely do believe her, and I believe that she did not report immediately because of the situation of the circumstances. Because some circumstances can be embarrassing to a person where they don't want to dial 911 or they feel like they're in a certain situation. But I believe her towards that he shot her, but towards the part where it came with Chelsea or whatever, I do think that she did sleep with Tory. So I just want to say that. But if he shot her, then I think that he needs to pay the price, and that's just that. And I understand Chelsea's in her feelings about you slept with my man or whatnot, and I believe like a bit of that is the truth. But I want you to have a great day, Wiley. I love your show, and I want you to keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Where's the next call here? 3689.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
First, I just want to clear this thing up about Tamika, Mallory, and Millie. When Tamika went live, she only had 500 people. 500. When she added Millie to it, when Millie came up, it went up 1,500 plus. So let's get that right. And another thing, you need to let your folks know you stay on Millie's page. You watch all her content. So you mad? Tell the world.
I'm not mad.
Why you really mad?
Listen,
yes,
caller.
You mad?
How's I mad? And I'm just giving my opinion. I gotta let you go. I gotta let you go. That language. I gotta let you go. That language. We don't allow that ghetto-ness over here. 1642, caller, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hey,
Wiley.
hey.
Hey. This is Jace looking out from the chat. Okay.
Okay.
So there's some things that I just had to clear up. Okay. So in regards to the weapon that was found in the vehicle, you mentioned that Tory was arrested because of the gun. The gun was unregistered. Like, so he didn't go down for the gun. He went down because the vehicle was registered in his name, and since that piece of property was found in the vehicle, ultimately he went down for that. So it doesn't mean that was his gun that did the attack or that was used. And man, I had everything like planned out, but also in regards to the interview with Tamika and Millie, like the previous caller said, like the chat did jump up, so you definitely got to give Millie her credit there. And also, there was one more thing that you said that was just wrong. Let's see, went over the Tory. You know what? I'm drawing a blank, but I'm gonna get back with you.
All right. Thank you, brother.
No problem.
All right. I'm just like, what? 2494.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
So, Wiley, great minds think alike. I totally agree with you. First of all, let me just say this. I was on the live with Tamika and Millie, and Tamika was very respectful. I follow Tamika. I also follow and I watch Millie's content, and I like Millie too. Millie was over talking Tamika. She wouldn't let Tamika finish her thoughts. She kept over talking her. So that was the first problem. Millie also sounded like she was kind of angry with Tamika, and I don't know why. So that's that on that. The next thing, the point with Megan and Tory and these other people in the car, the first point is that regardless what anyone thinks what happened, the fact remains that Megan was shot. That is the first thing that we must focus on. She was shot. Somebody shot her. She said Tory shot her. Okay? So we got to wait to the trial to see if it's actually, what they can prove that it was him. Okay? There were two people that had gunpowder residue on them, Kelsey and Tory. This fact about that Megan lied and said that she didn't sleep with Tory in the Gayle King interview, I agree with a lot of people. It doesn't matter whether she slept with him or not. Sleeping with him has nothing to do with her being shot. Just because somebody sleeps with somebody's best friend, I would agree that that's scrupulous and wrong, but it's not warranted for you to be shot over. So to me, it doesn't matter that she slept with him because that has nothing to do with a gun. Somebody shot this lady, and whoever shot this lady, they should be held responsible. I can understand why Megan lied and said that it was glass. I mean, the climate that we're in with black people and police or whatever, I probably would have not told the truth too. But let's not just focus on Megan lying. Tory lied, Kelsey lied, and the bodyguard lied too. Because neither one of them said that, oh, Tory shot her or, oh, Kelsey shot her. Nobody told the truth that night. So why are we just focusing on Megan's lie? One of the reasons that I believe that Megan spoke out was because Tory had people out here speaking out for him. And if the narrative is directed a certain way and it's you, then you're going to be like, okay, well, you know what? I need to put my side of the story because people are dragging me on this here social media. So that's why she spoke out. I do think she should not have gone on Gayle King's show and told her little story. I think she should have waited till after it was over. I do believe that Tory shot her. I do believe that he will be convicted of shooting her. She, even when she went to the hospital, okay, if she didn't tell the police that Tory shot her, then why would she tell them at the hospital? Because if you come into the hospital with a gunshot wound, I worked at the hospital for years. The first thing they have to do is call the police. So Megan is street smart. She knows not to tell these people that she got shot because she knows what's going to happen. If she says that she got shot, they're going to call the police. So that's why she didn't say that. The next point on this is that I believe that there are text messages where Kelsey did tell the bodyguard that Tory shot Megan. So Tory is definitely going down. I think that's why Tory is trying to put all these people out to say this, that, and the other, because I think he's trying to sway public opinion because he thinks it could possibly get back to the jurors or whatever. And I just feel like it's really wrong for people to harp on the fact that she slept with Tory, and it was that has nothing to do with whether he shot her. If she slept with him, if she slept with all her boyfriends or whatever, that's no reason for someone to shoot you. And from what I understand, it wasn't the first guy that Megan slept with. Then this girl should have known better anyway. Then once you have a friend that sleep with one of your men, why would she continue to be your friend? So let's not just put all this on Megan because all of them lied. Megan is not the only one that's lying out here. They lying too. But it's just strange to me how everybody just wants to drag Megan, this black woman. And people are talking about protect black women or whatever. Well, I don't see a lot of these black women out here protecting black women because you can still have your opinion about this situation, but you can't deny the fact that she did get shot and someone shot her. So why are they focusing on her sleeping? And then one person says, well, if she lied about that, what else is she lying about? Well, we have to remember, too, she's not the only one that lied. All of them lied about what happened.
All right.
So if we're going to have that energy for Megan, we need to keep that energy for Kelsey, the bodyguard, and Tory. And I've never heard anybody say this. Everybody just keeps focusing on she slept with him and she ratchet. She slept with 30 men. Who cares? That's called pussy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. She can sleep with whoever she wants to sleep with.
All right.
But it's not warranted for her to get shot. She should not have gotten shot.
All right. Thank you
because of that.
Thank you so very much for calling in. Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Okay. How many more callers? I think we can do two more callers. 3394.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
I love your show, Wiley.
Love you.
I want to say this, Wiley. I don't understand why would you tell the caller that you can't speak on that. I wonder, are you biased or unbiased with this case with Megan and Tory? And it's okay either way. I mean, because that's why they have.
I just have an opinion about the situation. At the end of the day, it's going to be up to a jury of Tory Lanez peers whether he's going to be guilty or not guilty. I'm just a commentator. That's it. You know, I'm just a commentator that's giving my thoughts.
Me too, from afar. Me too. But I was just saying, you told the caller that you were speaking on everything else, but then you said when he asked you a specific question, you couldn't speak on that. But I'm just saying, you can speak on the positive talking points that points positive towards Megan's case, but you can't speak on if it don't seem to look. If a caller or viewer asks you a question that speaking negative towards Megan's case and leaning towards Tory, then you can't speak on that. So is that just because you do have some bias?
I'm just giving
Or
my
is
thoughts.
that,
It's just
I mean,
some
it's pros
stuff
and cons,
I
and
really
it's
not going to
okay
speak
to
on, right? It's just my opinion. But do you think he's guilty or not guilty?
I think he shot her. If this woman is telling us that he shot her, I don't believe she's lying. He shot her. My thing is now, I'm a licensed gun holder. My thing is, I've been licensed 7 years. I believe that guns should strictly be used for self-defense. And that's the only way I would ever put mine. I'm defending myself. So if he was defending himself from Megan, like his life was threatened and in danger, then yeah. But other than that, if she didn't have a weapon on him, there was no reason. No matter what. I don't care who she screwed, how she screwed him, what she did, whatever the circumstances and details that was going on in that car, none of that warrants for her to be shot. And I mean, that's just real. But I was just saying, it's okay if you have a bias. You know, that's why they have things like conflict of interest. Certain lawyers, if his friend, his brother, he can't sit on his brother's trial because there's a conflict of interest. So that's okay. I have people that I'm biased. I mean, I'm going to choose their side regardless.
Oh.
So that's okay. I was just saying, it seems like if it's a positive talking point for Megan's case, then you're willing to go with that. But if it's not positive, a positive talking point leaning towards Tory, you say you can't speak on that.
All
Speak
right.
on that.
Well,
But you can speak on it. Like pros and cons, pretty
All right,
much.
thank
Pros
you.
and cons.
All right, thank you. Thank you for calling in. Okay. 8758. 8758. 8758. 8758. Okay. 5111.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey,
How are you?
doing wonderful.
Okay. First of all, I feel like Millie embarrassed herself. It's one thing to be on your podcast, talk about you supporting Tory, because I originally thought like, oh, it's a gimmick. Because if you listen to her podcast, you know she can't stand Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know what was going on between them in Houston. I don't know what's going on, but she got a real live problem with Megan Thee Stallion. So it only makes sense that and this was before the whole Tory thing, just little sly, hateful stuff that she would say. It's like, girl, you low-key hating a little bit, but that's what I feel about that. I definitely think Tory shot her. I feel like before, first of all, the girl Millie, she done set his whole case out before he even came out to even speak for himself. He was defending him before he even came out to speak for himself. And for a long time, he didn't say he did it. He was saying stuff like, oh, it didn't happen like that. Well, but he would never say how it happened. But everybody's just like, oh, he didn't do it. Like, everybody wants to be his mouthpiece, mostly black women. And it's sad. Like, when it comes to black men, black women will go against another woman for a black man. And it's sad, but that's just the way it is. But he shot her. And I was listening to the thing. Did you listen to the thing where the lady and Millie? The lady said, so Kelsey's lying. So did Kelsey say that Tory shot Megan? Did I miss that part?
That she did say it. And then they also talked about that in the interview they showed the text message that she sent to the bodyguard.
So like everybody lying except for Tory. She said, oh, the surgeon, the pastor, she want to go off of what could have happened. Maybe this, maybe that. We going off of facts. The fact is the doctor said he pulled fragments out of her foot and she still got them in there. Whether they could find it or not, do an x-ray, you will still see the fragments. Glass not penetrating all the way deep down where they can't pull it out. People talk about she stepped on glass. It was on the side of her foot, or is she walking on her ankles? Like, people really act like they slow. It don't make no sense for real. But that's all I wanted to call and say.
All right, thank you. All right.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. Okay. 2098.
Hi.
Okay, to Anonymous, you live on air. Okay, that was they do the same thing. All right. Okay, we thank y'all so very much for calling in, but we definitely love y'all comments and leave y'all commentary. I do want to give a special shout out to the moderators for y'all support. And whose side do you believe? Do you believe Tory or do you believe Megan Thee Stallion? Who do you believe? Do you believe Tory? If you believe Tory Lanez, press 1. If you believe Megan Thee Stallion, press 2. If you believe Tory Lanez, press 1. If you believe Megan Thee Stallion, press 2. If you believe Tory Lanez story, press 1. If you believe Megan Thee Stallion, press 2. If you believe Tory Lanez, press 1. If you believe Megan Thee Stallion, press 2. If you believe Tory Lanez, press 1. If you believe Megan Thee Stallion, press 2. Oh wow. Okay. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video and make sure y'all subscribe. Thank y'all so very much for calling in. We will see y'all in the next video tomorrow. Again, we will keep our prayers. Make sure any prayer warriors to pray for Miss Juicy Baby. She is, according to the neighborhood talk, not according to Wiley, according to neighborhood talk, they're saying that she is in a coma. Let me read this again because B. Scott talked about it as well. So I'm going to read it right here. According to neighborhood talk, the Little Women Atlanta star has been hospitalized after suffering either a heart attack or a stroke. The reports also state that she's currently in a coma. There aren't any additional details available at this time. We pray for Ms. Juicy Baby pull through with a full recovery. There we go. So we definitely are praying that she pulled through a full recovery. We ask that you all pray. Thank you all for so much. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. Make sure y'all subscribe. Peace.